Hello there.
And welcome back to the channel, guys. So we're just gonna try and cover some more Halo Infinite news and stuff like that. I'm really just trying to get caught up, starting the coverage of Halo Infinite as it gets closer to actually releasing. So in this one, I'm just going over basically what was released in the multiplayer overview, because I did the breakdown of the original teaser trailer, release trailer for multiplayer. I took that 2-minute video to I don't know, 15 or something like that. Don't want to do that for this one because it's already a 15-minute video for the multiplayer overview. So I'm just going to give it a kind of quick overview of the overview, discuss what I like, stuff like that. I'll have it playing in the background more than you seeing my face, because that's not super exciting. It's definitely the biggest thing about the overview is that there is a lot of little extra nuggets of a little bit of gameplay here and there. I still think it's a little choreographed for the actual trailer portion of it, but it all looks in game, which is really fun to see. Really looking forward to getting some playtime with the grappling hook. I feel like that is a main kind of front and center, front stage added equipment that they're putting in. I feel like they're really excited to release that and show it off. You see it in the trailer. It seems like really a main focal point, so it'll be fun to actually get around playing to it and seeing what it can do. I'm really curious on the actual hitbox of picking up weapons and stuff like that. Is it as easy as they make it look in the trailers? That's going to be my biggest thing, trying to figure out how easy it is to actually grab that gravity hammer from across the way, how far the grappling hook goes, stuff like that. And then they move into the active power-ups, which I think is an awesome idea. Basically allowing you to pick up a power-up from the ground, use it when you actually want to. One of the biggest pet peeves would be active camo in the other games, where as soon as you pick it up and you have it, so hopefully you can run halfway across the field to the enemy base before it runs out. So it's definitely nice to be able to use it when you want to. So I kind of like that, kind of how they stated it, this blending of old stuff and new stuff to still make it Halo but make it new. I really like that there. Don't really know how I feel about the basket on the back of the new Warhog-esque vehicle. Can't remember what it's called. I'll probably put it in here. They put it as a focal point in the overview. Not super sure how useful that's gonna be. They said store weapons there, but I feel like for multiplayer at least, stuff's gonna either get grabbed or you're gonna die before you can get out and grab it. I definitely see it being more useful in campaign, which is they said for use in campaign and multiplayer. I see that being a way more useful in campaign, carrying around extra weapons, or like I said, a mounted turret that you rip off. Stuff like that seems way more useful. I could see the being able to put objectives, flag or bomb or something like that, on the back of it. Really only useful if you're trying to solo run, grab the flag, jump on a vehicle. Could make sense. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't know how often that's going to be used in multiplayer. So we'll see how that pans out. Not a thing that I'm super looking forward to. They definitely showed off a lot of customization in this one, showing off the different guns, the different little pieces of armor that you can customize, weapon skins, which we've seen before in Halo 4 and 5, Halo Reach, stuff like that. So I definitely like that they're keeping the flow of that. They're making sure that you can customize your Spartan however you want. You got the personal AI, which I think is a really nice touch. I feel like a lot of people are going to try and get as close to Cortana as possible. If they allow her voice, the voice actor's voice, a lot of people are probably going to choose that one. But we'll have to see. But I really like that customization is one of those focal points. That's probably the most fun that I've gotten out of Halo, is being able to pick how you want your character to look. Halo Reach was one of my favorite Halos because of that reason. So it'd be cool to unlock some stuff, plus the battle pass idea, which leads me into the next point. No loot boxes, and the battle pass doesn't expire.
There's no random loot in this. There's no loot boxes.
So many people lost their freaking minds on the internet after this was released. Like, people were tweeting Destiny and Fortnite devs, or their, like, you know, social media accounts, like, saying like, oh, we want this, like, if, and people have said this too, if Halo Infinite, like, pulls the game off at this point, like, does well, it could set a new standard for games that I don't think anyone will complain about, except for, like, EA as a publisher. So to break it down, I definitely like the idea of no loot boxes. I think a lot of people can agree there. They just get real not what's the word I'm looking for? They go from customization only to not very quickly. Call of Duty. And Halo 5, we saw a little bit of loot boxes where you could get armor. So for some people who, like, would sit there and, you know, earn some armors, or what felt like, you know, earning armors, and some people just get them from loot boxes, that did kind of suck. And then you also got upgraded gear for, I can't remember what that game mode was called. It was fun, you know, the PvEVP game mode was really fun, but a lot of your good gear came from those loot boxes, so it definitely was kind of a pay-to-win type of situation, even if it is for just a small section of the game. So it's definitely nice that they're not gonna do it at all. It's really nice. And then the battle pass, you will have to pay for, but it doesn't expire, which is absolutely amazing. Like, that's honestly one reason that stops me from playing games, is if I buy a battle pass or a season pass or whatever they call it for that game, and, you know, like, you know, I'm good for, like, the first half of the season pass, and then life gets busy and you can't get to the later half, then you feel like you wasted your money, you wasted your time trying to get through the first half, and stuff like that, and it just turns you off to the game. So I think, like, they are thinking ahead in these. Like, if you want to keep players, I think this is a good way to go for, like, casual players and stuff like that. Of course, there'll always be the hardcore players that will get it done every season. Every season after season, they'll be able to get it done. I personally have not been that player. I'm hoping to, for Halo Infinite specifically, but, like, as it is, I got 4 seasons of Destiny 2 when I got back into it. I completed 1 season, and I got, like, halfway through another, and I still have 2 more, and I've kind of dropped the game. So it's it'd be nice to just be able to go back and earn the stuff that you technically paid for. So really good move there. I also like some people, like, the battle pass you still have to pay for, which is fine. Like, the Master Chief Collection, you don't even have to pay for the season pass. You did pay for the game, and as far as I've seen, the Halo multiplayer is free to play, meaning you don't have to purchase the main campaign in order to play the multiplayer. And I personally think that's awesome. A lot of people have said that their anti-cheat has to be on point, especially if they're going to make it a free-to-play game. So hopefully they can really step it up in that terms to make sure that, you know, they're weeding out the bots and stuff like that from free-to-play, the cheating and stuff like that. But I think if they get that locked down, having to buy battle passes, completely fine with me. If you're not going to put loot boxes and we can add to that battle pass or complete that battle pass at any time, I will probably buy it every season no matter what. Just so and I think they even said you can buy past seasons too. So even if you drop the game or pick up the game in a couple of months, you'll still be able to purchase those seasons with the cool armor from past seasons. And I think that's I don't like, how is that not already a standard? So that alone is driving me like just to the multiplayer. Like I have a lot of fun with the Master Chief Collection, unlocking some of the armors there. Like honestly, like right now you can only unlock so much. Like I did the whole season for all the Halo Reach armors, but later seasons when you're unlocking like stuff for like Halo 3 and some of 4, it's not like a whole lot there. So I don't know, I haven't unlocked a lot of those. But Halo Infinite will be like, I want the cool armors. I'm curious to see what will transfer over from multiplayer to campaign. I'm guessing nothing. I'm guessing they'll just be two completely separate entities. Kind of like, you know, Warzone and Modern Warfare, that kind of stuff. Like they'll just be completely separate. But that we'll have to wait to see. Like maybe if you do something in campaign, you unlock a cool skin in multiplayer. I don't know. We'll see. I would be okay with that personally because I am getting the campaign. And I think it'd be really cool to kind of reward players that play both. But we'll wait to see because they said they didn't want to give any kind of like unfair advantage to people. So we'll see about that. But the free to play is really cool. Academy definitely seems cool for being able to like warm up before matches, especially if you're doing like ranked and stuff like that, as well as getting new players introduced to combat that a lot of people have been used to for a while now, especially because like Master Chief Collection was popular, but I would say it was probably more popular amongst people that wanted to play the games again. I don't know that there was a lot of people that, you know, purchased Master Chief Collection for the first time, being their like first Halo experience ever, you know. So but I think with the gaining popularity of Halo Infinite, that this very well, especially being free to play, this would very well be the first Halo experience of players. So having stuff like Academy with bots and stuff like that you can actually practice with before just diving into multiplayer, I think is a great idea. A lot of games do it, so they're not like anything groundbreaking here. It's groundbreaking for Halo. We've never had anything like it for Halo necessarily. Bots is a very new thing, so that'll be exciting to see. It'll be exciting to see if bots carry over to like custom games. That could make having, you know, full lobbies for random custom games maybe a little bit more fun, but we'll have to wait to see for that. Speaking of custom games, Forge is back, which thank God. Like, I feel like if Forge was cut, that would be a big no from a lot of people. So honestly, I'm looking forward to Halo Infinite content. This is what I've really been waiting for to do with my channel and stuff like that. I can't wait to get giant custom game lobbies going. Like, the mayhem that comes out of custom games is going to be insane. So especially with it being free to play, there's like no excuse to not join up with your friends in a free to play multiplayer game for some custom game shenanigans. Like, oh, I'm so excited. The more I talk about Halo Infinite, the more excited I get. And that's why I'm really excited. That's why I was like really happy to cover both the reveal trailer and the overviews, because it kind of is getting me more excited. As we get closer to release, I can kind of, I don't know, hype myself up for covering it on the channel. Got my UNSC hat on, which if done properly, I might be green screening into stuff. I don't know. I have the green screen behind me, and I got the hat to work in OBS for green screen, so we'll see. But I would be happy to see Infinite, especially with the name, be kind of like GTA 5, which a lot of people will probably disagree, but because we don't want Infinite to be a games as a service game, because that gets thrown around too much and misused and mishandled, in my opinion. But you see success in stuff like Elder Scrolls Online, Destiny, GTA 5, where instead of releasing a new Halo multiplayer in the next year, 2 years, or even 3, you have the same multiplayer, just adding new content, new maps, new like, and for free, which I think the DLC and everything, like their multiplayer, I believe, is free. I believe. Adding new maps, adding new, battle passes, stuff like that. Like, if Destiny 2 has gone this long just releasing new content, I think Halo Infinite can do it. As long as they stay away from the pitfalls that, Destiny 2 has done in the past, or the pitfalls of games as a service games, I think that they could do it. I think, realistically speaking, they could make Infinite the Halo multiplayer for 5 to 10 years, like, easily. And I'm hoping that that's their intent with the name that they chose, Halo Infinite. We'll see how the campaign plays out. If it's going to be something kind of similar, I wouldn't personally think that it will be, for multiple reasons. The biggest one being that it's not, as far as I know, please feel free to correct me, but I don't believe it is like co-op in any way, or massive multiplayer. I believe it is a like single player open world campaign. So there wouldn't be any real reason to add on, and the only games that do add on like that, ESO, Destiny, GTA, like those are all MMOs. Those are all massive multiplayer online games where you have, multiple things to do with friends and stuff like that. So don't think that that's going to be a thing. But like I said, if the multiplayer continues for a few years, I wouldn't be upset about it. That's one reason why I haven't played like a lot of the new Call of Duties, is because either they're a carbon copy of the year before, or carbon copy, words are hard, from the same like developer. Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, Black Ops 5. Hard pressed to really find like a crazy difference between all of those. And so like a Call of Duty every year just gets so exhausting. So I think it would be smart to just stick with Halo Infinite multiplayer being the Halo multiplayer for a few years. Like Halo 5 has been out for a while now, and it's still going relatively strong as the Halo multiplayer, other than like Master Chief Collection. So I think they can do it. I think they can pull it off. I think Halo Infinite is something to get excited for, but as we've learned in the past, not too excited. But with that being said, I am so excited. I really hope the game is good. It will probably be a game I pre-order when for the campaign. The multiplayer is free. And I hope to cover a lot of it. I really hope it's a good game, because that's really what I am hoping to cover on this channel the most. So yeah, we'll see. Not gonna ramble too much more. That was everything that was covered in the overview. I'm gonna try and stay up on Halo Infinite news as it kind of comes out. I really will try to stick to just the actual, gameplay and stuff like that. Not so much like the drama of, who left the studio, who joined the studio. Not gonna follow that too closely unless it does seem like it's gonna be a problem for actual, release. But as of right now, it looks like they're full steam ahead. It looks like they're set to release properly with a proper game working, and I think it's something that you can allow yourself to get a little excited for. But with that being said, if you made it through this video, like I said, this is going to be the content that I'm going to try and cover the most, will be Halo Infinite content. So subscribe to the channel for more. I do a lot of stuff. I haven't had a reason to split up the channel yet. Sometimes I'll upload, Pokemon card openings, Halo Infinite, other variety games. I also stream on Twitch, which a lot of my Halo like gameplay and stuff like that will probably come from me on Twitch. So links in the description for that. Follow me over there if you want to catch me live. Other than that, thank you so much for watching the video, and I don't have a good closer. I don't have a good outro yet. Stay Ferocity. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.